Welcome. This is Crime Queen. If you are joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we get excited about love. This is where we ignite that which dwells from within us, that which comes alive, makes us smile, makes us laugh. Hence we say the crimson light is life. So the crimson light is our journey to actualizing soulful love. This is where we are having fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. Okay, so we have been exploring number 9. There has been so much to number 9. As I keep saying, I thought when I was doing number 3, I thought, wow, number 3 is just has to be the number. I'm still saying number 3 is because it's that vibration. It's that number. It is the handcuff that is really looking for the villain to arrest them, or supposedly, but it's just figurative here but it's looking for companionship. It's looking for partnership. Okay, so there we are with Mother Eve. In case you are new to this channel, I have just completed another refresher course, if you like, in explaining the sacrifice template. We are using this sacrifice template, which has been intuitively summarized, if you like. We use water, we also use revelation, and I haven't made much references to them lately, but they are there, and the energy of those words are there. As long as we call them forth into being, water, of course, very transparent, and revelation is to reveal, intuition, of course, to help guide us into what to say, do, think. Okay, and so talking of think, we are continuing, of course, operating from the middle of the heart with our air. We are listening to thought. Now let's look at the word thought. So we had done airing, which equals 9, interestingly. So we can use 9 for airing, or we could use 6, whichever we please. Okay, so thought. It's the word thought. Okay. Thought. Okay, so I came across a few words that I feel, of course, has such impact, and I thought I'll just explore it because I do this. It's what I do. Okay, and then I came across the word thought, and I thought, wow, interesting. This is 8, and this is 2. Okay. So, thought. We are told now, and this is widely accepted, that everything begins with thought. Begin. And of course, the word beginning is 9, and we are looking at 9. So, in the beginning, okay, BIGINNING. Okay, so this equals 9. Okay. So, beginning, of course, we have all these I's and these ends, meaning 9 and 5, beginning and end. So we have thought. Now, I like to look at the structure of the or construct of the word, or that numerical values. Oh, there is something very, yes. Well, I like to do this, but this is really amazing. Now, forgive me if I get very excited, but look at this. And look at this. And mirroring each other. So this is 2882. And that's thought. And 2, 4, 6, and 1, 7 letters, which is 1 when we do the numerical value for number 1, or the word 1, that equals 7. So thought is complete. So when we do 1, so we do 6, 5, 5 equals 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7. So this is showing we have completion here, sacred completion, that is including the 6th day of rest. sixth day of creation and the day of rest. And we have these T's here. And now I'm going to pay more attention as well to this T, because I'm believing that T, which I have said before, it's like a nail. It's like you nail something with that T. Hence, it comes under agreement. When you form an agreement and you shake hands on that agreement, you have nailed it. It's like someone striking a deal and they say, so, business people know that. You know, when you do that, you have nailed it. You have got the person to sign on the dotted line. You have nailed it. In fact, I have this inclination to do the numerical value for the word sign, which I might have done, but S-I-G-N. Okay, we are still going to go on thought. I thought I would capture this thought. Okay, 7, 9, 1. So this is 10. And 12 will be 22. 22. 2 plus 2, this is what 2 plus 2 equals 4. Of course, this sign, or 2 plus 2 equals 4, still comes under this column. Of course, there's 4 here on each point. This is directional, north, south, east, and west, but it is also showing the vibration of double 2 coming here. 2 and 2 is 4, and we have the B, of course, is 4 is number 4. When we add 1 and 3 together, 1 plus 3 equals 4. This is where that bond comes in. So that's what I mean about when one has signed. Of course, signed, if we had ED, it would still be 5 and 4, 9. It would still be 4. All right, so yeah, okay. So basically, we see that the power of 2 here, 2 with the T, and it's the power of thought. The power of thought, it is showing. Oh, I've just realized as well the correlation with signed. So basically, in that sense, we had signed, S-I-G-N, we had sign, like a sign, whether it's a sign or you sign, and we had 2, we had 22 equals 22. But I hadn't made the connection with the two 2's at the end here. So we see this is what I love about doing numerology and really examining the construct of the words, because they form patterns. All these are patterns that form a certain vibration in its makeup. So we can be more mindful. We can be very mindful of the quality of thought that we entertain, because the thought has that strong vibration. That's what we are told. We can have a thought that goes so deep into our consciousness or subconscious mind and not realize the potential for what damage or what benefit it can have. So it's just really for us to be very mindful. So let's look at this word here, or this numerical value here. So this is 10, 7 and 3, 10 plus 6 is 16, which is what we have here, 16 as 1. So basically, we are seeing OUG here is giving us in the middle of the word thought. It's like giving us the vibrational energy or total numerical value of 7 in the middle of thought. 7 is that number, of course, that comes into Gypsy Journey. It comes into Gypsy Journey here, and this is where our eyes are open as well. So when it says, for instance, and God rested on the 7th day, I am believing that God rested. Was it said God ended his works on the seventh day and hallowed it? So there we see perhaps the end and the rest was on the seventh day here, but the seventh is like, you know what it's like. You have finished a task, you finish a project, and you are um, looking at it, you are reviewing it, you are giving it a tick, or you are saying, or you are basically evaluating that which you have done. So there is a journey in that in itself. So that's what happens with the Gypsy Journey. And you are with eye open. You don't just think, oh, I've just done this, and you close your eyes and that's it. You take a look, you scan what you have done, and you review it. And is it okay? Is that really the end of it now? Is it ready for examination, or is it ready for collection? Is it ready to be posted? Is it ready to be accepted? Is it to standard? So that's what happens here with number with number 7. Now, I'm talking about water. I believe I had mentioned water. There was this inclination to have water centered in this template. And now, talking about Gypsy Journey, there's the R in water, which means water travels, water is transparent, and water is life, of course. And life, when we do the numerical value for life, it equals 5. Let's do this. LIFE. This is 5, which is Eve's signature. 5, 6, 9, 3. And we see even with life how this 369 we have on the template, 369 is right here. It's like it's life, or even whether we pronounced it live or whatever, but we see the 5. It's as if it's Mother Eve's signature on this life. And that's what we are capturing in each of these blocks of sacrifice. We believe Mother Eve is present in each of these 3 blocks of sacrifice. So we said water, we see the R is presented here. So the R being present there is beginning. We have done the beginning here. So on that journey, it's as if you take into account all that you have done. You have examined the work that you have done on Gypsy Journey of number 7, and then you are beginning a new phase, hence the R. This is what we mean about calling water into being. Of course, it comes under the T on Revelation. This is where you have nailed it. You have nailed it, and you have said it is okay. The project that you had done, you nailed it, you can send it off, there is the T, and off it goes. And of course, with that 3 here, you are beginning that new vibration. You need number 3 to begin that vibration. So we see how we have been using, we have intuitively used these sacrifice template, and to helping us make sense of our being. So let's continue with the word thought and see that the numerical value that it entails. Of course, I had done it before, but I had not gone through noticing the pattern here at the end and the beginning of the word thought. I think it's really marvelous. Now, 10, of course, 2 plus 8 is 10, and 10 here is giving us or presenting us a wonderful picture. This is what's presented to us here. Well, it's 10, but I've just put it this way to kind of oh, I thought I had it mirrored, but it's not. So this is 10 here, this is 10 here, plus 7, so we have 9. So all of this equals 9. And thought is beginning. Beginning is with thought. So when we are doing something, it may not seem that so beginning in essence has various stages, if we like. So we begin in that thought process because thought is here. And if we were actively doing something, we could say that we are beginning as well because it's the different elements that we are dealing with. Beginning is beginning. But we know, for instance, when we are actively doing something, a thought it precedes, or the thought is before the action, or we may not be conscious of it, but the thought is there. So I hope you have enjoyed this. It's really to show that everything is with thought and how we are nailing a thought. Basically, it's like saying to us, we can get segments from our thought processes. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found it fun and informative. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave your comments and subscribe and share because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-full love. In the meantime, stay blessed, stay bright, be a field, be ignited because we are planting new seeds. And when we speak of ignition, I think I'm going to find ignited or ignition and see which really comes to free. I'm sure I have done ignited before, but however, we are having fun. Okay, so thank you for watching. Stay blessed and stay afield.